50, and it's that bright. And this is a manual. So, what did you say that you were in? You said that you were in like.
Ready to be unmuted?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait. What are the teams? Welcome to the Frat Championship game. We have Pike and Pike here. About to start the game. See which team comes out on top. Good deep serve, and it's a little too deep, called out. First point to Pike. Serve into the net. Both teams struggling a little bit to get the first serve started. See if they can get into the groove as the game goes on. Set up and over. Good set. Tapping it deep over. Good dive there, keeping the ball in play. Taps it over. Back again. Good rally between both teams, neither giving up this point. Hits it deep over, and it's still in. Player didn't go after it, so that is going to be another point to Pike. Good up, set, and tap over. Another point. Going back and forth here. Both teams tied up 2-2. Good up there, and taps it right over, getting his team the point. See if Pike can pull ahead, get that 2-point lead they need. In this league, we go to 25, but the team does have to be up by 2 points. Good serve there from Pike after a bad hit. Hits deep, and it is out. It's also best 2 out of 3 sets. Good set, and over. Set it up. He's going to tap that right over. And it stays in just barely, hitting the line. Getting them another point. Good serve, shallow. Ooh, bad hit from his teammate. Gonna go to Pike. Again, game's tied up 2-2. Shallow serve. Oh, into the net, but they keep it up. Goes over. Tap down, good dive. Straight back over the net there. Spike it deep. Set. Ooh, and the hit from Pike over the net is going to get that to be a point for them. Shallow serve. Pike keeping it in play, and ooh, just over the net. Point is going to go to Pike. Touch on the net from Pike. Good serve up. Ooh, good spike down, and a good dive there from Pike. Not quite able to keep it in the zone, though, to get their team point. Good set up and down. Set and spike. And that's another point to Pike, getting them the 2-point lead. See if they can keep it.
I was like, what happened in the last photo? Oh, I see where it says demo now. How do I zoom into this?
With good rally from both teams here. Good up, set, tap it over. Good save there from Pike. Diving after that ball. Ooh, good attempted dive, not getting there quite in time. Pike out with the serve. Managed to tie the game back up. Ooh, good up. See if you can save it. Get it over. Ooh, good save there from Pike, and with a touch on the net. Touch on the net from Pike, I believe. And that is going to be another point for Pike. See if they can keep it up. Review on the call. Nope, never mind. Just waiting a moment to start the play. Up and spike. No one's there. There's going to be another point to Pike. Good set. And spikes it over. Pike keeping it up and getting it straight return. No one's there for Pike. Getting Pike that point. Good set, straight back over. Up and over. Good over there. Set. Gets it deep in their zone. Pike returning it quickly. Good rally. Ooh. Good attempted save there from Pike. Just hitting it right into that net. Not quite able to get it over with all of their attempts. Serve for Pike. Another point to Pike, tying up the game 11-11. Good spike over there. Pike keeping it in play. Another good dive. Bad touch from Pike. Gets Pike that point. And that serve goes out. Again, back and forth, point for point. Neither team letting the other get ahead. Good set up and spike down. Pike ready for it. Ooh, not ready for the second spike there from Pike, getting them that point. Ooh, good save there from Pike after fumbling the ball a little bit. Sets it up. Smack that right over. Pike spiking it down. Good block there from Pike. Another good block. And one more block from the same player on Pike, getting them that point. Way to be persistent and just keep on going from both teams with that last play. And that's going to go right to the fence. Good try from Pike player. Shot it in the wrong direction, though, so Pike Cap gets the point. See if they could use this to pull ahead. Good up. Set it straight over. Pike Cap player hits a little too far over the court, so that is going to be a point for Pike. Tying the game back up. Good deep serve. Good attempt to block there from Pike, but they tap the ball a little bit too far into their own zone and are not able to recover. Good hit. Ooh, double block there. Either team giving it up after the blocks. Set it over. Set up and spike down. Set. Little tap over. Pike returning it straight back over the net. Up, over. Oh, see if they can recover here. Not quite fast enough, hit it a little too far. Time out for Pike. And we are back from the timeout. Pike with the serve. Game tied 15-15. Good up. Good attempt to block there from Pike. Getting it back over the net quickly. Taps it over. Pike keeping it up. Spike it over. Good block from Pike Cap. Into the net, and Pike Cap not able to get there fast enough to keep it up. Good try. Good deep serve. Pike Cap with a good return. Ooh, not quite. Just barely hitting that net. Another deep serve from Pike. Pike Cap with a good return there. Taps it over. Good attempted dive. Not quite fast enough, though. Pike pulling ahead here with a 3-point lead. See if they can grow that even further, or Pike Cap will make a comeback. Again, another close dive there from Pike Cap player. Not quite getting there in time. Good tap over. Pike setting it up, sending it deep into Pike Cap zone. Pike, ooh, and a bad touch from Pike Cap. It's going to send that too far. Teammates unable to recover. Another point to Pike. Good shallow serve. Up. Taps it over. And point is going to go to Pike Cap as Pike touched the net. Good deep serve. Pike's launched it out of their own zone. See if they can recover. Very nice recovery. Not quite able to hit it inside the zone. But a good try nonetheless, considering how far out of the zone they hit it. Good up. Sets it. Gonna launch it right over. Good save there from Pike. Hits it over. Nice soft tap from Pike. Pike's. Ooh, Pike launching it all the way to the other court. Have a good crowd for each team here cheering on their teams for the championship. Pike with serve. Very nice serve, just barely goes over. Pike didn't think it was going to go over and was not prepared. Ooh, see if they can recover here. Good recovery from Pike. And that is in, out. Ball was called out, so that is another point to Pike. Pike with a good dive. Turning it straight over the net. See if they can get it back over. Not quite. Good try there. Good set up. Good tap deep. Ooh, bad hit from Pike player. Point is going to go to Pike. Good shallow serve. Pike unable to get it back over the net. This could be set point here unless Pike makes a comeback. Hits it over. Oh, that's going into the crowd, and that is going to be set point. Pike winning the first set. See if Pike make a comeback in the second set, or if Pike will have them in 2 sets and the game be over. We are back in the second set. Pike starting with the serve. Good deep serve, Pike. See if they can get it back over the net here. Good soft touch, and Pike sends it further in their own zone, getting Pike the first point of the second set. See if Pike can use this to run away and win the second set as fast as possible for a chance at winning this championship game. Good hit up. And a spike down from Pike, getting them another point. Good save there from Pike, returning it straight over the net. Pike Cap with the up and over. Good spike down there from Pike Cap. Pike keeping it in play. Good over there. Taps it over. Pike with a good save. See if they can keep it in play. Good high hit over the net there. Sets it straight over. Nice little tap there from Pike. Good rally from both teams. Good over. Again, neither team giving up this point. This rally's been going on for a while. Neither team looking like they want to give it up. With a bad spike there from Pike Cap, Pike is going to get their first point of this second set. Good dive from Pike Cap. Getting back over the net there. Set up and over. Good little tap down there from Pike Cap, getting them another point. Pike Cap setting it up, and it goes over, and it is out. So that's another point to Pike. Pike Cap keeping the lead of this game so far. See if Pike can turn that back around and shut down Pike Cap to win the game, or Pike Cap gonna fight to win this championship, winning this set.
Where did you get this from?
Y'all are real loud. Ball is called out. Point to Pike. Pike Cap keeping that lead. See if they can grow it here. Pike with a good return. See if they can get it over the net. Good over. Up. And spike down. Another spike. And good dive there from Pike Cap, keeping it in play. Pike hitting it into the net. Another point to Pike Cap. Good set and over there from Pike. Good tap over from Pike Cap. And that's going to be out. Another point to Pike Cap. Really growing that lead. See if they can keep it up.
No. Wait. Here go, Mike. You mad? Like, he's going to go.
Pike Cap with the serve. Good set and over there from Pike. Pike Cap keeping it in play and back over the net. Pike hitting it deeper in their zone. See if they can save it. Good over there. Pike Cap with a little tap down on Pike with a quick recovery. Pike Cap with the set. Ooh, Pike tapping it over, but it is out. Another point to Pike Cap.
Okay, we got this right.
All right. I think it's supposed to go like that.
Like an angle.
Y'all need to
No.
pull up YouTube.
They don't give you instructions.
Go like that.
Yeah.
Kira holding the instructions. How does that explain?
Another time out there.
I'm gonna make too much money. I'm gonna give you some.
Apologies for any bickering you hear in the background. Two of my coworkers are attempting to build a rake. See if they accomplish it. Another point to Pike Cap. Pike's gonna have to make a comeback here if they want a chance at winning this second set. Good over there from Pike. Pike hack up and over. And no one's there from Pike. Another point to Pike Cap.
It's just like this.
Pike getting a point and getting the ball again. See if they could use this serve in their favor. Ball is up, set, and tapped over. Pike ready for it though. Smacking it over and right in between the Pike Cap players, getting Pike that point. Pike's getting a quick return there. Oh, Pike Cap with a bad return over the net. Another point to Pike. Point to Pike Cap.
It's true though. The women artists have to do better.
Pike with the up, set, and over. Good spike there, getting them that point. Nice shallow serve from Pike, and Pike Cap with a bad return, getting Pike another point.
But you ain't grabbed the tripod.
I don't need a tripod. What's wrong with that?
Pike with another shallow serve. Pike Cap ready for it this time. Ooh, good spike there, and Pike with a poor return, getting Pike Cap that point. Teams going back and forth here with points. Pike still trying to make a comeback, behind by 4 points. Pike Cap just trying to zoom ahead and not let them catch up. Pike Cap with a quick return. See if they get it over the net. Good over the net. Pike is ready for it. Set and over. Good block from Pike. Not quite getting it back over the net. And a little touch there from Pike Cap is going to get them that point.
Okay. I got you. That calls open in there? Huh? That calls open in there? You can't go in there and back in that glass. Hey, go ahead. I'm not going to be out here doing that. Pike.
Good up and over there from Pike with 2 hits. Pike Cap setting it up and tapping it right over. Ooh, a very nice dive there from the Pike player, keeping it in play. Nice set and down. Good up there from Pike. Good save from the Pike player after that block. And a touch from the Pike player is going to give that point to Pike Cap.
Anyone wouldn't have hit.
Good 2 touches there from Pike, getting it back over. See if Pike Cap could return it. Returned, a nice dive from Pike.
Pull this out.
Ooh, not quite there fast enough from the Pike player, getting Pike Cap another point. Good deep serve from Pike Cap. Good attempt to block there from Pike Cap, not quite working. Gonna be another point to Pike Cap after Pike hits it out of the zone. Another deep serve. Tapping it straight back over and getting them that point.
Especially you. Good. Don't you hook your stuff up in my damn generator?
We don't have Wi-Fi.
We need to get you hooked up to the generator then.
Set up and over. Another point for Pike, making a comeback. Good shallow serve there from Pike. And Pike returning it outside of the zone. Another point to Pike.
I know more about what's in here than you do.
Good shallow serve from Pike. Pike returning it straight over the net. Nice shallow tap over. Deep over. Pike keeping it up. Set. Pike with a good dive there. Good tap over and a bad block from Pike is going to get Pike that point. Ball is called out. Pike with that point. Good shallow serve there from Pike. Pike not going after it, and that's going to be another point to Pike. Good serve, just barely making it over the net there. Pike returning it into the crowd instead of over the net. So Pike is going to get even further ahead in this game. Pike is going to look for any opening they can here to get some points on the board in their favor. Good dive there from Pike, and a little touch gets it over. Good up. And a little tap over there. Either team giving up a point. Deep set there from Pike. Pike not quite able to return it as it hits the pole on the net. Over the net. See if they can get it over here. Good save there from the Pike players. Hits it over. Touch, and no one's there. Good try. Good deep serve. Pike returning it quickly. Over, up, set, and spike. Good attempted block there from Pike. Didn't quite work. Hits it deep into the Pike zone. Set and spike, and no one's there. Point to Pike. See if they can use this to get a rally going and make up those points that they need to win this set. Good set up, set backwards, and tap over there from Pike. Good attempt there from the Pike player, not quite getting there fast enough to save the play. Good over, up. Ooh, and a block from Pike, getting them that point. Good tap over. Pike keeping it in. Set and over. Pike ready for the return. Straight over the net. Good set and over. Good save there from the Pike player, and he spikes it into the net. This could be set point. Game would then be tied 1-1, and we would head into a third set. Good dive there from Pike. Not quite going over the net, and that is set point. The game is now tied with 1-1 for each team, so this next set will decide it all. We are now into third set of this game. It all comes down to this to see which team will win. Pike started with serve. Nice tap over there, and that is going to get them that point. See if Pike can get an early lead. Good serve over there. Up and over. Bad return from Pike. Is going to keep the game tied at 1-1. Our third set works by teams going to 15 points, and they switch after 7 points have been scored for one team. Ooh, nice tap there from Pike, getting them that point. Good serve from Pike. Pike Cap with a quick return, but it's going to go out. Another point goes to Pike. Good shallow serve there. Taps it over. Pike with a quick return. Getting it up and over. Taps it up. Pike Cap with another point. See if they can use this to get ahead. Good set and over. Pike with a good serve, and it is going to go out. Tied the game up 3-3. Ooh, bad touch, and it's going to go backwards. Pike Cap getting the heads up.
That thing hits that camera. We're done for. We're done for. Fired. Strike immediately.
Good quick return there from Pike. Pike Cap not quite able to get it back over the net. Game tied 4-4. Good deep serve from Pike. Sets it up. And a good spike gets Pike Cap that point. Good dive there from the Pike player, keeping it in play. An attempted block from Pike Cap, sending it out of their zone. Gets Pike that point. Good shallow serve from Pike. Nice shallow tap over. Pike managing to keep it in play. Good little tap down. Pike managing to get it back over the net. Sending it deep. Pike still managing to return it. Both teams fighting for this point. Another shallow tap. Set up and spiked down. Good dive. And another good dive from the Pike player, but not quite enough to get the ball back over that net. Pike Cap with a serve. Set for Pike and dive down, and that is going to get them that point. Game tied at 6-6. Teams still have to get 2 up of the other team to win a set. Either team is going to be looking for a way to shoot ahead here. Good set and over. Good save from Pike Cap after sending it further into their own zone. No one went after that ball for Pike, waiting on their other teammate. So Pike Cap is going to get that point, see if they could use that to get ahead. Ooh. Good attempt to use your foot. Fortunately, that is not legal play. Game tied up once again. Shallow serve from Pike. Set it up and taps it over. Ooh, nice save from Pike. But a little tap from High Cap gets him that point. High Cap scoring the first point after switching sides. See if they can keep this 2-point lead till the end of the set. And that's going to be out. Good shallow serve from Pike. Sets it up. And tap that over. Good block. And a nice dive from Pike Cap, keeping it in play. Nice spike from Pike, but Pike Cap's able to return it quickly. Goes over the net. Pike Cap keeping it in play. I guess a little too shallow. Player's not able to get there in time. Point goes to Pike, tying the game up again.
Let me sing along in peace.
Pike sets it up and over. And a double hit, no one's over there. Pike is going to get ahead, see if they could grow that lead till the end of the game. Shallow serve there from Pike. Pike Cap still managing to return it. Pike Cap sets it up, taps it over. Pike Cap sets it up, and it goes out. But with a touch on the net from Pike, point goes to Pike Cap, tying it up again. Ball goes up, set, and over. Good block there from Pike Cap. Taps it over. Pike still managing to keep it in play. Good dive. See if they can get it back over here. And a little tap gets it over. Pike Cap. Quick return, and that gets them the point. See if they can grow that lead. It is coming to the very end of this set to see who is going to win this championship game. Good set up. Set and spike over. That gets them the point, tying the game up once again. Good set from Pike Cap. Taps it over. Pike deep touch there. Sets it up. Taps it in. Good dive there from Pike, keeping it in play. Set up and taps over. Another set, and a little tap over. Good rally from the teams. Very nice dive there from the Pike player, diving after that ball. Set up, a little tap over, and with a touch from Pike, Pike Cap is going to get that point. Good deep serve there from Pike Cap. Tap over from Pike. Pike Cap keeping it in play, and they get that point. Have a 2-point lead now. See if they can keep that and end this match. Good deep serve again. Just barely makes it over the net. Player was ready for it. Set up and over. And Pike launches it into the parking lot. This could be game point here. See if Pike Cap can get one more point, or Pike is going to give one last push and try to make a comeback. Progress report on the rake. We have a couple pieces attached. Starting to look more like a rake. Oh, and serves it into the net. Good try from the Pike Cap player.
Ian's over here building a fucking rake.
Pike with the serve. Is it up? Pike Cap with the dive, keeping in play. A little tap over. And another point to Pike. Pike is making a final push here, trying to win this game. Still anyone's game at this point in time. Pike Cap hitting it up, and over. Set and over, deep. Pike Cap keeping it in play. Little tap over. Pike setting it up. Little deep tap. Pike Cap with a quick return there. And that is the game. Congratulations to Pike Cap on winning the championship for Fraternity Sand Volleyball Tournament. It's a good play from both teams, neither giving up the game at any point. But congratulations to Pike Cap.